to various social and economic factors and the rich, evil pedophile clowns that run our gay, retarded government, the American dream of owning a house and having a wife and 2 kids is dying. And the Zoomer-Coomer fantasy of a rich, older girlfriend taking charge and making you chicken nuggies while you play video games in your pajamas all day is thriving.
Welcome
Back in my
to
day,
Pegasus vs. the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel.
City boy! City boy!
Hey, man, she started that out. I was like, hey, city boys, we up, man. Damn. Shout out to all the young guys out there getting some cougar. Now, I am checking this out because the thumbnail on this joint said Hagmaxxing. I had never heard of that in my life. Hold on, let me see. Let me re-look at this thumbnail. That's like the term or some what the hell's going on with my joint? Yeah. So the thumbnail of her video says Hagmaxxing. I was like, what is this? What Hagmaxxing? So maybe I'm a little out of touch with this generation. For y'all that don't know, I'm 44 years old up in this mother sucker. But yeah, the Cougar Epidemic. So I don't know what this connects to her thumbnail, Hagmaxxing. But bro, if I told you one thing, I'm here for it. Let's get this one started. If you're familiar with me, cool. If not, I have a music reaction channel at Black Pegasus Raps. It goes crazy. So rock with me over there. And hey, I'm peeping out. This is actually the first time I've seen her channel. Is Shoe on Head is her channel. This video is from her channel, so make sure you give her a like, subscribe. I'll put the original video in the description so you can watch it unadulterated, uncensored. Yeah. Shoe on Head. That's her channel. Let's go. Dude, her intro monologue is actually kind of fire. Like, anyways, I need to step my game up.
Thanks to various social and economic factors and the rich, evil pedophile clowns that run our gay, retarded government, the American dream of owning a house and having a wife and 2 kids is dying. And the Zoomer-Coomer fantasy of a rich, older girlfriend taking charge and making you chicken nuggies while you play video games in your pajamas all day is thriving. Back in my day, we called this cougar hunting.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
MILF hunting.
mommy issues. But the kids today are calling it something different.
Okay, what you calling it?
Hagmaxxing. In my last video, I jokingly referenced the term Hagmaxxing.
You've been on a date with a 40-year-old?
Okay, that's different.
How is that different?
He's right, it's different. You're robbing the cradle, he's Hagmaxxing. Educate yourself. Which greatly intrigued a lot of you. So I decided, you know what, I am going to make an entire video dedicated to covering this phenomenon. Gen Z men going out of their way to date older women. What is this? Why is this happening? Is this happening? And if it's happening, is it a good thing, or is it a symptom of broader societal issues? Why are all these young whippersnappers scooping up these older timepieces? Oh, speaking of timepieces, let's quickly get into today's sponsor, Holtzgern.
All right. Sorry, you guys can support her sponsors and all that good stuff. Looks like it's a watch or some jewelry or something, but I'm trying to watch this video, man. Dang.
Back to it. What's up with Gen Z slang, dude? Looks-maxing, Hagmaxxing, Riz, sus. Back in my day, we had our epic bacon and rafflecopters, and we were happy. Now, when I think of the term hag, I usually think of an evil, cackling witch.
Yeah.
But no, apparently now it means women above 30. Fuck you guys. I'm so tired of comments that are like, I used to watch you when I was in 3rd grade, and now I'm graduating college. Good for you. Awesome. Congratulations. My knees hurt when I get up off the floor. Now, this term...
What was she doing on the floor? Interesting. Okay, Hagmaxxing. So Hagmaxxing is from my era MILF hunting. MILF hunting, right? The MILF hunter, you know what I'm talking about. So Hagmaxxing is that. Cougar. I wonder how old she is. Why would Gen Z men be looking for older women? Well, there could be a lot of reasons now that I think about it. One, Gen Z is lazy. In a sense, it seems like Gen Z is a little more lazy and entitled than generations before, which, young generations can be, rebellious, entitled, hardworking. It just depends on, where their placement is, what's going on in the world, right? Like the people who were thriving during the Great Depression, World War II, it was just a different generation, a different type of person, a different type of young person. So with lack of obligation, with lack of a lot of different things, I've noticed with the younger generation, there seems to be laziness, entitlement. So, I think a combination. Also, women are harder to deal with in the dating market from what I've seen, the social media, the rise of the social media woman and personality, if you're not like a really top tier guy, like tall, have a little bit of money, like you got to have crazy personality to really make it work. And I think maybe some of these older women that just are like, oh, some don't have kids, some of them have a career, and they're like, yo, I just want someone to fulfill this fantasy or need or these, things that are missing in their life that be focused on career or other things. And now that has opened up for these youngsters. This is interesting. I did not think, I don't know what I thought Hagmaxxing was. That's crazy. And I like sus, the word sus, like, yeah, that's sus. And I don't use Riz like that. But anyways, here we go.
Hagmaxxing went viral a few months ago with this screenshot. Meet the Hagmaxxers, Gen Z's new social trend of dating older women. A very strange phenomenon is making its rounds on social media. Gen Z men are ditching casual sex with their women to pursue long-term relationships with financially stable and experienced millennial ladies. Now, even though this article doesn't
All I gotta say it.
City boy, city boy.
That's it, man.
actually exist, it was a meme created on 4chan, because of course it was. But the meme did spark a massive conversation and debate about Hagmaxxing. And people had a lot of strong opinions about it. Motherless behavior. This is just mommy issues rebrand. Another day, another psyop. It's not Hagmaxxing, it's MILF hunting, and it's an art. Please don't misappropriate my fetishes, giving the dumbest name known to humankind to having a mommy kink. I mean, to be honest, I'm 16, waiting for a 20 to 25-year-old to pick me up, lol. Okay, officer. I'm gonna throw up. I would love to have a 40-year-old sugar mama who buys me gifts and pays my bills. Drizzle, drizzle. Young hard dicks and the older women who enjoy them. This isn't new. Hagmax bandwagoners are so cringe. I've been Hagmaxxing since 2nd grade in Miss Johnson's class.
Bro.
I am going to kill every last Gen Z and Gen Alpha kid on this planet, including myself. I want to be a Hagmaxxer, lol, any female taker, XD. I like thick MILFs and I cannot lie. Oh nice, it must be socially acceptable for 37-year-old men to date 20-year-old women again. Whoa, 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 let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Absolutely not. I f***ing love adult women. Women over 32 should be illegal. Now, according to the...
Let's keep it absolutely transparent and real. This is a better problem to have than all these weirdo rich dudes flying to an island for the complete opposite. This is the problem I would rather deal with, which I don't even know if this is like a real thing. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's a few older women who like younger dudes, but it's not like no epidemic. So we'll see where her video goes. Dude, she know. I don't know how this works in the YouTube because I just get on here and wing it, shoot from the hip, whoever's writing her script, if she writes it, if she uses Chat GPT, whatever, I don't know if they have like teleprompters. She's fire. She's killing this. Like, I'm actually laughing at this because of the way she's setting up certain like sarcastic jokes, but telling the story really well. Even the comments, like showing the funny comments. I don't know. I'm actually enjoying this just as much as my comedy reactions if I'm keeping it a buck. Let's go. Shoe on head.
Very astute, always reliable source, knowyourmeme.com. The term Hagmaxxing is very popular in the VTuber community. Now, I don't have much interest in the VTuber community, but they seem to have a lot of interest in me. A lot of interest. Should I do a video reacting to VTubers reacting to me one day? That might be fun. Let me know if I should do that. Although it seems to be a meme.
What is VTube? Am I that disconnected? What is VTube? VideoTube? VTube. Anyways, she said something earlier in one of the comments, and that could be a thing too. Like the generation, watching prawn, read between the lines. If you can't say the real word, but hopefully you guys get what I'm talking about. Men addicted to watching porn. And the more they watch it, they start to fetishize these things in their mind, and they get attracted to whatever floats their boat. But, the whole, cougar thing could just be like a fetish as well. So anyway.
Amongst the VTubers and the weebs, it is apparently a thing happening in real life. Rise of the boy toy. Why older women are dating Gen Z men at record rate. One woman stated, "Women my age seem to be excited by the freshness and lack of bitterness that comes with dating someone younger. Younger men seem more open and less burdened by insecurities." Okay, I have a feeling I'm going to be saying this like 100 times in this video, but could you imagine an article like this with the genders reversed? I love dating these young, fresh boys. They're less bitter. They have less baggage. They're not ran through. People would just be calling it red pill incel shit. Age gap relationship.
Yo, it is. Exactly. Men do say that. They say it, and then when they say it, they get canceled. But these chicks is just saying it, and it's all good. That's hilarious. Good call on that. She's calling them out.
Relationships between millennial women and Gen Z men are on the rise. Our analysis of age hypogamy reveals the pragmatic underpinning of these relationships. It sometimes comes down to who's available. Many older men prefer to date younger women. The same is true for a lot of older women, with millennial and Gen Z men emerging as appealing dating options. For their part, many Gen Z men might have few opportunities to date women their own age, or prefer to date older women for various reasons. Enter millennial women.
And I'm proud to be a millennial with my side part and skinny jeans.
If you're an older millennial woman, you might be attracted to younger men for their energy, inclusive views about sex and gender, and superior care and literacy about their partner's emotional well-being. In many ways, Gen Z men see millennial women as an opportunity to level up emotionally and socially. With their evolved attitudes about everything from non-monogamy and gender fluidity to the anti-hustle soft life, Gen Z men may be the most likely generation to overturn powerfully entrenched stereotypes about sex and relationships. The kind featured by podcast bros. I love how millennial women have just psyoped themselves into believing a man who thinks f***ing a whole bunch of different women at the same time with no romantic commitment is an evolved way of looking at relationships. Like, yes, queen, that Zoomer you're banging is so open-minded and progressive. He's not like those podcast bros. I swear modern feminism is like the greatest trick men have played on women. Like, just a bunch of dudes got in a room one day and were like, hear me out. We convinced them that getting naked and sleeping around is empowering. Genius! Even Hollywood seems to be hopping on the Hagmaxxing train. Why are so many—
Bro, she's going crazy. I can't even make no damn dialogue. She's hitting every point that needs to be hit. I'm like, okay, shouty.
older women dating younger men in recent rom-coms? I'm old enough to be your mother, sighs Anne Hathaway as she passionately entwines with Amazon's new heartthrob Nicholas Galitzine in The Idea of You. Oh, Anne Hathaway? I'm sorry, who wouldn't Hagmax with Anne Hathaway?
What a forward young man you are! My goodness.
This phenomena is a groundbreaking shift, considering Hollywood's reputation for perpetuating the male gaze and old men's uncanny obsession with younger women. You know, I really don't care about this shit, but it is so funny how much of this equality stuff is just, okay, now it's women's turn to do the thing we said was bad. All the new strong female leads in movies that are just kind of assholes, celebrating of billionaire female CEOs. Like, did you actually want change? Or was it really all just penis envy? Older women—
Dude, she killed that. So true. It's so true. I watched this because, like, on Netflix, I can barely find— I'll just watch the old flicks from the 90s because I'm like, I want some toxic masculinity in my life. It's not really toxic, but that's what they would say it is. So I just lean into it. I want to see toxic fucking masculinity. I want that. Yeah. Your boy. So it's just like, you know, they act like men aren't a part of certain things. It's so crazy because all of these women's rights and things like all of these things come from men being on those front lines, fighting so that these things could happen, right? And obviously it's good. Like, you want to see women prevail. I'm raising 2 daughters. I get it. However, in the process, it seems like what she was saying, it's like, when I watch Netflix, I just see a woman trying to be a man. That's what I see. I don't see her like, I take that back a little bit because, you know, there's women in strong roles like what do they call a woman like the warrior princess? That exists. We see it in UFC every weekend. It's freaking awesome to see that. But potentially all I see in the battle of the sexes, I don't see women typically, in my opinion, battling to be more feminine. That's what's interesting. And I'm not saying having a career is masculine and da-da-da, but there are certain things that we equate to masculinity and certain things we equate to femininity. And with the battle of the sexes, I don't see men as much rushing over to be feminine as I see women rushing to take on masculine roles. And I think because we equate, masculine roles with leadership and things like that, I just think there's the balance of the force is off. And it's interesting seeing that. Hopefully I worded it right. I could get canceled for something I just said, but I'm trying to say it in the right way because I see these things. Like, I do not gravitate to almost a majority of new stuff that comes out on Netflix because it's so soft and weak. I grew up with frickin' Chuck Norris and Rambo. You know what I mean? Like Mr. T, Hulk Hogan. Like, it's so hard to, watch some of this stuff unless it's John Wick. So there's something interesting she hit on that head when she said it's just like women are doing exactly what men did. Everything women scold men for doing, that's what there's like, oh, we're in the role now. Now we can do it. Yay. And I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of hilarious. It's kind of hilarious how she put it. I wouldn't even necessarily thought of it that way until I heard that, or maybe flipped it that way. Anyways, this is really good.
Asshole celebrating of billionaire female CEOs. Like, did you actually want change? Or was it really all just penis envy? Older women partnering with younger men. Why do some people have a problem with that? Perhaps celebrities will help ease the stigma. The French president's wife, Brigitte Macron.
Wife? Heard some things about Brigitte Macron. And she might be packing a Macron. Let's just say that.
Is almost 25 years older than her husband. They met when he was 15 and she was his high school teacher. Wait, that is not good. There should be a stigma against that. What? Maybe these high-profile women will help shatter the stigma and normalize the benefits of widening our options when seeking romantic partnerships. After all, at every age, we deserve what our hearts desire. No. When you are a grown-ass teacher and your heart desires an underage student, you do not, in fact, deserve that. What am I reading? I'm 37 and my boyfriend is 23. I make upper 6 figures and own a condo in New York City. At least 3 of my friends are also dating significantly younger men. One is 32 and has been dating a 19-year-old for 3 years. I don't rely on men to be financially stable. I don't need my man to have a good job. We both know what we want out of this relationship and we're getting it.
It's funny too, because the sex drive when you're in your 19 or 20, bruh, that's what these chicks is wanting, man. Because they get into, and I could be wrong, but everything I've seen is like women get like super sexual in their mid 30s, like they just want it all the time. And keep it real, as I got into my late 30s, I wanted it less, right? Testosterone starts going down a little bit. You start focusing on like more important things other than women, like career and building legacy, etc. And so, I mean, it makes sense because all I wanted to do was bust one off when I was 19 through 20. And, this 35-year-old, she get it every night of the week now. So, hey, they on to something here.
Honestly, good for this. Wait, one is 32 dating a 19-year-old for 3 years. Oh,
that's crazy.
Oh no. We older women.
I just saw 19 and 32. I missed her saying for 3 years. 16? Like, what are we doing? That's insanity. That is insanity.
And aren't men haters. We have a lot of love and make a man feel like a man. We are not drama queens. We can't get pregnant. We are very sexy. I'm not like the other girls. I'm infertile. Men dating older women is called hagmaxing now. Why can't men just be normal? Why does everything have to be misogynistic? No. It's not misogynistic. The term hag here is endearing. We're taking back the term hag. It's like when black people took back the N-word. There's something seriously disgusting about men taking advantage of women's loneliness for their resources. So when it's a younger man dating an older woman, the younger man is still the predatory one? What? You guys just cannot win. Really? This is so disgusting. 34 is not old. I am not a hag. Okay, so we've heard from the hags. Now,
that's facts. Like, when I think of hag, I'm thinking, well, I don't want to put no age out there because, you know, people going to get in an uproar. But way older than 30. Let's just say that. This is crazy as hell. And that name is mad, like, because, like, MILF is like that. I'm like, that's a good name. Cougar, yeah. But hag? Yeah, I'm hagmaxing. It just sounds like some old dried up putinani, man. That doesn't even sound good to me.
Let's hear from the hagmaxers. Why are these young men dating older women? I have mommy issues. Oh, well, there has to be other reasons, right? I have a granny fetish. Come on, there's gotta be another reason. Because Gen Z women aren't worth going for. And I have mommy issues. To be honest, as a guy who's 22 dating a 36-year-old, I think for the most part, older women are just a lot less drama and just more mature. Older the better. Most have a car, a house, financial stability, and time. They are mature and can teach you some valuable lessons, wisdom, and experience. I'm still 19, and for me, older women I flirt with at bars and clubs are much more receptive and flirty than Zoomer girls. Honestly, it's partly because modern Western girls from 18 to 25 are like 80% hoes now. A woman who is 30 today likely has fewer partners, sexual or other, than a woman who is 5 years younger than her.
Bro, that's crazy. I mean, I'm not in the dating pool, but the things I see and hear, because, you know, I work with a lot of up-and-coming rap artists. Bro, that's insane. But it doesn't surprise me because I feel like society is just way, like, for example, me growing up, the thong song just came out. You know, I'm in my teens, and that's when girls started wearing thongs. They weren't even wearing thongs like that when I was young, man. Yeah, nah, they were wearing panties. Now they wearing thongs, cuz. And bro, think about this, man. I'm 44, right? So when I was growing up, brothers in general, were like, hey, we ain't gonna the box. We ain't gonna the box. That's not our thing, right? Slowly, it crept in. Now, fast forward, people are on the interwebs talking about the boo-boo hole. Talking about eating the boo-boo hole like groceries. I'm like, what? That's how far we've come in such a short amount of time. So, yeah. What can I say, man? I'm just a simple man. I like beans and rice.
Changed my Tinder age range from 20 to 25 to 30 to 39 and have been going on more dates than ever before with beautiful women who do not care that I don't make six figures at 22 years old. It's either take care of a younger woman who we know is potentially a flight risk or appreciate an older woman who has their own shit together. George W. Bush married an older woman to get that money. I don't think George W. Bush should be a role model for anything. Easy, good sex.
For warmongering. Yo, this is wild. What did it all was just said? I ain't mad at it, man. I ain't mad at it. This is what's gonna happen. People are gonna adapt to their environment, and it sounds like I just don't think there's this many cougar things going on in the world. I don't see it. Like, it's not like I'm just seeing this rampant, hot, cougar with a young guy holding hands, eating ice cream. I'm just not seeing it in real time. So it's hard for me to believe this, but I'm sure is happening at some capacity.
Intellectual conversations, less games, more fun, and they treat you nicely. They tend to be more grounded. Did I mention the sex part? Oh, and if it's post-menopause, even better. If girls can date older men, then why not younger men date older women? I'm 16, and I'm not attracted to anyone below 30 years old. Ah yes, the elusive reverse pedophile. Dating a woman with a career, property, experience in bed, and life. What's not to like? Young sluts want the money up front. Old sluts are just happy to get some attention. Older women fed me.
Yo, that is the game changer. No, this is the game changing critical end of the world. Wow. Did they just say that? Young sluts want the money up front. Old sluts are just happy to get some attention. And D, don't forget that. The Cougars, they thrive on D, you guys. This is just what it is. Anyway, how do I know that? I don't. I'm just putting my 2 cents in there. Ding.
Sluts want the money up front. Old sluts are just happy to get some attention. Older women fed me, slept with me, and sent me on my way with snack packs. Legit amazing. I'm 26 now, dating a 38-year-old after years of trying with women my age and younger. They're all social media obsessed narcissists. I feel like they're hyping up millennial women too much here. Oh, they're not narcissists obsessed with social media. You guys weren't around during the MySpace days. Have you ever met a Gen Z woman? Who would want to date them? They're me, give me, take care of me. Man, if the ones my age ain't loyal, might as well. They're basically like a grandma caring for you and taking care of you. Oh my god. Nothing like a no denture adventure. You people are sick. No, I don't believe this is happening more than ever just because Gen Z men like easy sex or gifts. Or that Gen Z women are too obsessed with drama or social media. No, I think there's more to it, and I have a few theories. So, as we talked about before in other videos, a lot of men are dropping out of college. The issue is, a lot of young, college-educated women want college-educated men. See, Stacy is looking for someone college-educated who's making more than her. But not that many young men are on that level yet. Older men are, but not many around Stacy's age. But you know who doesn't care? Karen. Karen doesn't care about your lack of college degree. Karen wants to pick you up in her 2013 Toyota minivan and bang you in the back seat, then take you to Olive Garden. No strings attached. Unlimited breadsticks. For basically all of human history, the most prevalent age gap was older man and younger woman. Sure. But why? Well, it's because men are all disgusting creeps who should be thrown into work camps and castrated and forced to make us pumpkin spice lattes. But also, it's because younger women are more fertile, and the whole point of relationships is to make babies, or at
And I'll accept the second answer.
least it used to be. Well, at least in our lizard brains. That's the whole point. I don't know what the point of modern relationships are anymore. I just learned recently that people purposely get into short-term relationships, which is bizarre to me. Like, what's the point? As well as situationships and polycules. The world is
Sneaky links. Don't forget sneaky links. Yo, shout out to her, man. I don't know if y'all know, the background music is MOP Annie Up. That's crazy. And I better not get a copyright claim for reacting to this.
very confusing. It turns out people are different than me. Now, let's be real. Hagmaxxing simply does not make any sense from a evolutionary biological standpoint. But it's 2024. We have surpassed the need for evolutionary biology. We can grow babies in pods and also kill ourselves in them. Our brains are full of plastic now. Men wanting to be with younger women made sense when babies were the goal, but babies don't seem to be the goal anymore. For many older women who simply don't want to have them, and for many younger Gen Z men who think they can't afford them, or even worse, are scared that having kids will contribute to climate change. It's like every other week I see an article, fear-mongering Gen Z, don't have kids, it will increase the carbon emissions, blah.
Bro, she's hitting this out of the... Bro, I'm like, what the I never heard of her before. She's going crazy, and I feel like she has a very balanced perspective. I couldn't honestly tell you if she's right-leaning or left-leaning because she's super balanced. She'll talk some shit about the dudes, then she'll give them their props. Like this propaganda thing, I grew up, there was a point I didn't want to have kids. I was like, well, is it going to help the planet? And I had to get my mind right and learn. Also, population, what does it collapse? Like, people are tripping not having kids, man. And they're the best part. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Until I have my kids, man, I didn't even understand what I was missing. For me, it was a different stage of human development that for me was necessary. Maybe you could be a great, amazing human being without having children, but me, it was a step that was necessary because, you know, I've been through a lot and I was really selfish. It just teaches you to sacrifice certain things, and I'm still not perfect, but yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. You have to save the planet. And first of all, I gotta ask, who the fuck we saving the planet for if not future generations? So if Gen Z does not want kids, if they think they can't afford kids, why does being with a fertile woman even matter? Might as well date an older woman. Might as well scramble those rotten eggs. Oh.
Damn.
Editor. Edit that out. No.
Yo.
But believe it or not, Hagmaxxing is...
She got a dope personality. No wonder she got so many followers. I wonder what her whole story is. She's fire.
It's not really a new thing. It's been around for a really long time. Hundreds of years, even. In fact, there was a very famous Hagmaxer in American history who wrote an entire letter of why it's preferable to sleep with an older woman. And that Hagmaxer's name? Benjamin Franklin. No, I'm not kidding. Benjamin Franklin literally wrote about the benefits of Hagmaxing. And what's funny is, a lot of the reasons Benjamin Franklin gives are the same reasons a lot of the Zoomers who Hagmax give today. Because as they have more knowledge of the world and their minds are better stored with observations, their conversation is more improving and more lastingly agreeable. Because when women cease to be handsome, they study to be good. So basically, she can't rely on her looks anymore and has to develop a personality. Because there is no hazard of children, which irregularly produced may be attended with much inconvenience. Because through more experience, they are more prudent and discreet in conducting an intrigue to prevent suspicion. They're easier to cheat on your wife with.
Damn.
Lovely. Because in every animal that walks upright, the deficiency of the fluids that fill the muscles appears first in the highest part. The face first grows lank and wrinkled, then the neck, then the breast and arms, the lower parts continuing to the last, as plump as ever. Benjamin Franklin really just said, the ass is still fat. Incredible stuff from our founding fathers.
Incredible. Makes me love the Constitution even more now. Holy... Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Shout out to the founding fathers. That's why he's on the $100 bill, man. That's why he on the 100, man. Big Ben, man. Big Ben knew about that back, man.
I will literally never be able to look at a picture of this man the same again. This is no longer the guy who discovered electricity. No, this is the great American Hagmaxer. So basically, some Gen Z guys have found a hack in the male loneliness epidemic by dating the women who are suffering from the female loneliness epidemic. Like the two unwanted ends of a bread loaf coming together to make a sandwich. Beautiful. Two people who believe they are the leftovers of society. Two people using each other to temporarily numb the pain. Or maybe it's not that fucking deep and it's just a funny meme. To be honest, I don't think this is an epidemic, like the internet makes it seem like it is. All the data basically says that women prefer to date men slightly older than them or around the same age as them.
Bingo.
And men tend to date women younger than them or around the same age as them. Large age gaps, for the most part, are rare. In relationships where the man is...
Damn. I'm a part of the 11%. That's crazy. I met my wifey when she was 19 and I was 28. Wow.
Is older, he's usually only older by 1 to 2 years. In relationships where the woman is older, 2 to 3 years. In all Western countries, only 8% of couples have an age gap of 10 or more, and couples with a larger age gap have more of a chance of getting a divorce. But it is a rising trend to think about and keep an eye on. As the social landscape continues to change, so will gender dynamics, and I find that very interesting. But that's enough of my yapping. What do you guys think? What do you think of Hagmaxing? Have you ever Hagmaxed? Would you Hagmax? Personally, I am married to someone younger than me. He was graduating middle school while I was going into college. Well, to be clear, I did not know him when he was in middle school. I am not married to a middle schooler, not a groomer, folks. Do not put in the newspaper that I am a groomer. If you like this video, please consider supporting me on Patreon, link down below. It helps the channel a lot, and I appreciate it so much. Also, big shout out to Holtzkern again for sponsoring this video. Check them out, link down below, and I will see you next time with a new video.
Okay, she's pretty good. Her monologue, dialogue, whatever you want to call it. But Bubba Boy Ben Franklin, what's up, homie? Damn, he was doing it big back then. Hagmaxxing, I've done that in my younger years. I remember having some cougars, some milf on the, you know, when you're young, you don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Let the good times roll. Yeah. I bet, she asked that at the end. Have you hag-maxed? Well, guilty as charged, buddy, but I came back to my normality. I'm married now. 10 years. 10 years last month, boy. I think in the statistics, the national statistics, I saw something where the average marriage in America lasts 5 to 8 years, something like that. So we beat the national average. Wish me luck, man, especially after this video.
City boy, city boy.